The Underground Forum is secretly waiting for the time when Keith Jardine comes into the Techno Viking entrance. I guess tonight will not be that night.
His teammate, Nate the Great Marquardt, in the background. Greg Jackson trained his best friend, Rashad Evans, a man he competed against during his season of The Ultimate Fighter, season number 2.
Former bounty hunter.
Yep.
Imagine that guy chasing after you in the middle of the night.
You know what? That's when you should give up.
That's when you should give up.
That's when you should give up, right there.
Very intense and focused Keith Jardine, one of the most durable and unorthodox guys in the light heavyweight division. He has excellent striking, comes from a great team, he's got great leg kicks. Used those leg kicks against Kerry Shaw, stopped him at heavyweight. It was part of his strategy of defeating Chuck Liddell, leg and body kicks. Knockout power in his hands, stopped Forrest Griffin, stopped some very tough guys.
He looks the part, and he can play the part. This is his 8th straight top 10 opponent as he fights Thiago Silva.
Yeah, that's a very good point. This guy has had no easy fights in the UFC. One after another, he's fought animal after animal.
Bonner, Gouveia, Griffin, Alexander, Liddell, Vanderlei Silva, Brandon Vera, Rampage Jackson. As Keith Jardine, the Dean of Mean, steps into the Harley-Davidson prep point.
His last 2 fights, he won a decision over Brandon Vera and lost a very close one to Quentin Jackson. Very close fight until Jackson knocked him down in the final round.
Greg Jackson has put together a heck of a camp.
One of the very best in the world, and this guy's a big part of it.
Albuquerque is the center, little wing in Denver, little Canadian wing in Montreal. You know, he's put together some of the best, and Joe, you and I have talked about it before. To be the best, you cannot be the best every day. You have to go and get yourself beat up and beat down in practice. Jardine does it all the time, he said, in his ground game with Rashad Evans. So he feels like he will be prepared to handle the ground game of Silva if this fight goes there tonight.
Iron sharpens iron. You must work with the hardest, toughest fighters in the world to be the hardest, toughest fighter. And we've seen that time and time again. It's the reason why these camps that contain so many tough fighters, the Nate Marquardts and George St. Pierre's, and there's a reason why all those guys fight so well, because they're used to dealing with the very best fighters in the world on a daily basis. They go after each other, but they improve each other.